Hey there gamers, welcome back to the channel. So I got my Steam Deck toward the tail end of 2022, like the last quarter of 2022, but I managed to play a lot of really good games within that time period, and I just want to kind of go over some of my top games that I played on the Steam Deck. These are games that I played heavily and actually completed, if not almost completed, on the Steam Deck. So without further ado, let's jump into the games. The first game on my list is Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. This was actually the first game that I played on my Steam Deck and the first game that I completed on my Steam Deck. Originally, when I first downloaded it, you kind of had to like jump through some hoops in order to get it to work. Luckily, since then, there's been several updates and now the game is like fully playable without any real issues at all. It plays fantastic on the Steam Deck in both handheld and in dock mode, and I really had a great time just playing this game over again. I originally beat this game when it first came out initially on the other home consoles, but playing it on the Steam Deck just gave me the ability to go through this game again, where I could just kind of pick up and play it however I want. And I just had a really good time just playing through Jedi Fallen Order again. Can't wait to play the sequel coming out later this year. The second game on my list is Sonic Frontiers. Finally, a good Sonic game again. I know that is very, very subjective, but for me, I haven't really had fun playing Sonic games in a while. Sonic Frontiers was one of those games that I thoroughly enjoyed. I decided I was going to pick it up on the Steam Deck, and it ran really, really well. You kind of had to like mess with the settings at first, but since then, just like Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, there has been a patch, and it runs much, much smoother on the game, and I had a fantastic time playing through Sonic Frontiers. It's a really, really addicting game, and to me, it's one of the best Sonic games we had since Sonic Adventures. Moving on over to the next game, Resident Evil 3 Remake. This was something I wanted to get because I wanted to like mod this game so much. I have it on the Xbox consoles, and I wanted to be able to play it on the Steam Deck and play it on the go. Resident Evil 3 Remake is one of my favorite games that Capcom has released forever. Resident Evil 3 Nemesis was always one of my favorite games, and when they did the remake, I know a lot of people complain like the game is too short, it's not worth the price. Well, I picked this up on a Steam sale, and I absolutely love playing through this game. It's a fantastic game, and if you're a fan of Resident Evil, definitely check it out. The next game on the list is a more recent game, and that is Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion. Massive fan of the PSP version. When I knew this game was getting remastered, originally I was going to get it on the PS5 or the Xbox Series console. But when I got my Steam Deck, I decided just to go ahead and get the Steam version, and thank God for that, because playing it on the Steam Deck really helped out the way I was able to like level grind and really kind of build up my character stats. I was able to play like these little side missions basically on the go. If I'm on break or I'm basically have time for myself, I would just pick up my Steam Deck, play some of these extra missions to level up my character, and playing it on the Steam Deck was very convenient, and it played very, very well. I docked it when I wanted to play the actual story progression through the game, and then I used the handheld mode if I was just like laying in bed or on the couch and wanted to level up. Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core Reunion, it was a fantastic game, and I highly recommend it. Out of all games on the list, this is the one I highly recommend. And to end my list of my top favorite games on the Steam Deck of 2022 is Final Fantasy VII Remake, which is a fantastic game to play right after you finish Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core Reunion. Playing Final Fantasy VII Remake on the Steam Deck is much like playing Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core, to where being able to play it in portable mode allows me to level grind and play it in a more convenient fashion. I find that the Steam Deck is really good when it comes to JRPGs. This is basically my JRPG machine because it gives me the ability to kind of just sit there and level grind at my convenience, and I can play it on the TV in dock mode at a much better resolution and frame rate if I choose so. I was skeptical at first because I didn't want to pay like $39 to $45 even on sale to play this game again when I already own it and completed it on the PlayStation 5. But I wanted to be able to play it right after I played Crisis Core, and I wanted to experience the game on my Steam Deck, and it runs very, very well. It plays great, it looks great, and it's just another great addition to the Valve Steam Deck. Well, everyone, that is my short, but I think good list of all my favorite games on the Steam Deck from 2022. There's been a lot of games. I have played dozens upon dozens of games, but these games that I mentioned today are the games that I specifically just drilled and grinded on and really spent the most time playing and trying to complete. There's a bunch of fantastic games, and I did plenty of videos on the channel talking about all the great games that you can get on the Steam Deck, but these are the games that I spent most of my attention focusing on to play through. Hope you guys enjoy the list. Be sure to smash that like and subscribe button. And until next time, as always, I am Robert Storms, and thank you for watching.